kind of metal on them. You can also get these at the dollar store, guys. Okay, so I mean, you're probably in for $1.50 if you're in Canada. What is it, $1.25 if you're in the US? Hey, Linda. Hey, Marlu. And then all I did was I painted it white, and I painted this as well. Now, you don't have to. Sometimes I paint this, sometimes I don't. Clearly, I've used a paint that will go on metal. I think this was a chalk type paint, but you don't have to paint this if you don't want to. And we're going to cover it up with a Shabby Bow, so it's going to be super pretty. Now, if you've seen me make these before, let me know in the comments. I used to sell these. When I had a craft. Let me bring you up here. I'm going to bring you up higher so you can see. I used to sell at craft shows and stuff like that, antique malls. These sold really, really well. And they make really cute gifts as well. Hey, Yvette and Margie and Susan. How y'all doing today? Hope you're doing good. All right, let's get started, guys. You're going to need, so this is from this collection here, Bloomsbury Garden Tin. I've seen members, the Cottage Rose print members are already making it. There's such a pretty printable. So we're going to use this one here. And what I did was I printed this 3 times. Okay, that's the trick. That's how we're going to trick the eye. You're going to print this one 3 times. Okay, so I went ahead and I did that already. And basically what you're going to do is we're going to attach this on here. Now, I will glue this. Here's the thing. You don't have to glue it. You could just put that on there and use this as, you could just do this and put this up on the wall. How adorable would that be? And then you could change this out every month if you wanted to, or whenever you want to switch it out, right? So there is just one idea right there, okay? But we're going to glue it down. You're going to take your second paper and you're going to decide where you want your first pocket, okay? So let's just say this. Let me use this one here. So say if I want my pocket to be here, like, you know, you can decide if you want it up higher or lower, but we're going to make it a double pocket. Okay, so I'm going to decide, then you just cut it along here. So you're going to cut your second page to the length, to the depth that you want. Okay, then I want to do another pocket. So I take my third page that I printed, and then I decide where I want the second one to be. Okay, so here is the first pocket. Here is the second pocket. Okay, and we're going to line these up that you're not going to see them. That's going to be cool. Once we get this lined up, this is going to be really, really cute. I do want to talk to you about I bought a laminator, and we're going to talk about that as we get closer to putting the inserts in. Carrie asked okay, so no, this is 32-pound bright white. You don't have to use cardstock. I'm using just regular 32-pound bright white paper. Okay, so let's glue this on first. Honestly, that's the hardest part, is trying to get this to glue on nicely with evenly. All right. Alice, you love this? I know, it's so cute. These really do. I mean, I have one in my kitchen. I have several here in my craft room. I used to have some, like if you have an office, you can put your office things in here, notes, whatever you want, really. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. Then I'm going to line this up here, see if I can get into camera. So I'm going to lift this up, and I'm going to do it this way so I can lift this and pop this in. I want to have it sort of even. There we go. Grab that down. Thank you, Jerry, for sprinkling. Yeah, guys, if you could sprinkle out this video, it's helpful. I appreciate it. All right. So that is on there. How pretty is that? I mean, just like that is gorgeous. All right. Now, I'm not doing any inking today. I'm choosing not to because you can ink if you want, but I don't want to emphasize the pocket. I want it to be sort of like a hidden pocket, right? So because it's a pocket, all we want to do is put glue on the sides and the bottom. All right. Let me get, there we go. So I'm going to put some glue. And you could do this with any design, guys. All you got to do is just print your paper 3 times if you want a 2 pocket. Hey, Wendy. All right. Now, this is the concentration part. Now, I should be able to just line this up. And all I'm going to do is just shove, just like, not shove, but just squeeze that over a little bit. What I'm doing is I'm looking at this line here. There we go. Now, say if you were off a smidgen, don't worry about it because this is a pocket. So we're actually going to put stuff in here, but it's like an illusion, right? It's kind of cool. Oh, did I lose you for a second, Carrie? It's popping up saying you're coming on again. All right, so there we go. So now we have a pocket right here. Okay. Then I'm going to take my third one. And as long as I've got that lined up, yep. Same thing, we're going to put down the side and the bottom. Okay. Hey, Dolores. Hey, Dodie. Thank you. But yeah, if you do craft shows or doing gifts, this is a really good seller, and your cost to make this is really low, guys. Like your $1.50, $1.50 for the clipboard. And I mean, honestly, you're making this for hardly anything at all. Okay, so then I'm just going to line that up. There we go. So you really can't tell that there's pockets. I mean, obviously you can see the line, but once you start putting stuff in here, wait till you see it. It's really kind of cool, okay? And that's it. You can put ink around here if you want. I didn't trim this corner. I could have, but I didn't. Hey, Janice. All right, so now, look how fast that came together, guys. Super fast, right? So before I show you, I got some fabric that we're going to make a really cute shabby bow to go with this pattern. Let me talk to you about lamination. So do we have anybody, if you have used a laminator or do you have a laminator, in the comments say yes to the laminator. Say, yes, I have one. If you don't, that's okay. I'm going to tell you about this. So I bought a laminator on the weekend. And I have been laminating everything, guys. It is really, really fun. And I've been learning all kinds of new ways to do lamination on one side or double lamination. I've been making pockets. Robin has one. I think I knew that, Robin. I mean, look at this one. Look at this. This is a pocket that I made with my laminator. This is Annabelle's collection. Annabelle's notes. That's a printable from this month. So I will do the very first class on lamination will be in our VIP group this Friday. I'm going to show the ladies how to laminate some stuff. And then I'll be showing you guys how to do it. But the ladies in the VIP get it all first. But I've been making all kinds of things. And there's like a little pocket in here. So cool. There's so many things that you can do. So I know you guys are going to ask. So I put the laminator that I got on my Amazon store. So Carrie will drop that link in case you want it. Doesn't matter. It was like 25 bucks. It's really, really inexpensive. All right. So now here's where I'm going to add this. This is from this collection as well. So this is from the Bloomsbury right here. That's that right there. And all I did was I laminated it. I printed it on the back. And then I just added a little dangle. Okay. So that's going to go there. And then I took Annabelle's notes and when I was in the printer, I just said to print this one page 4 times. So it made it a small little note card. Okay. And so that's going to go up here. And then also in Annabelle's notes, there are these journal cards. Okay. Now what's really cool about this is you can print one-sided, or sorry, you can laminate just one side or you can laminate both. So I'll be teaching that coming up soon. So you could have this laminated and then you could write on here if you want. So it's just the regular paper. But here's the thing. This is kind of cool, but you know what's even cooler? Look at this. So I took these and I laminated both sides. Okay. And that's going to go in here. So now I have a cute little message center that this, you could use this, you could write a note on here or a special verse or anything, positivity words. And I'm going to show you how to write on here because you can't use a pen, but I got a fix for that. Okay. Do you make them to sell? Yvette, no, I don't ship anything. No, I don't. I used to ship stuff, but I don't do that anymore. Okay. First of all, how stinking cute is this? Right? But you see how you have just that essence of this here and you've got a front up here. And I think it's really cute. Now, before we go and make our bow, I want to show you. You take a Sharpie. Where's my Sharpie? Now, you could use a dry erase pen, but it smears. So what I like to use, I get a Sharpie, like a fine point Sharpie. And what I've been doing is putting my notes on here. Okay. So I could put, I don't know. Like, honestly, I have one of these in my kitchen and I put like, usually I have a piece of paper that writes what we need, what we're running out of in the kitchen. But I was thinking this could go in the kitchen or anywhere. And say I need butter. I need bread, right? As you're running out of these things, you could write these down. I think it dries pretty quick, like that's dry, right? So then I would put that back in here, you know, and then you run out of something else and you're like, okay, well, we need, what do we need? We need tomatoes, right? Then what you do is you take this And we were talking about this, I don't know, on a live the other day, that I'm notorious for writing on pieces of paper and then losing them. You take this and you put it in your purse or your wallet. Like, look, this is such a cool idea. I take this and then now I stick this in my wallet here. So when I get to the grocery store, I haven't lost it. Okay. I pull it out. I've got my list. Then when I come home, all you do is take some hand sanitizer. You probably can find other things. Put a little hand sanitizer in there, and this comes right off. Oh my God. Boom. Now we're ready for the next one. Okay. So I think that's adorable. So I'm loving my new laminator. Marla, do you use different size pouches or one size and cut them down? Oh, I don't. I've been making all kinds of pouches, Marlu, and we'll have classes on it. But I just wanted to kind of show you this part. So I will be teaching how to do the laminator. First laminating class is going to be in the VIP, the Cottage Rose VIP members. Ladies, what we're going to do on Friday is I'm going to show you how to laminate that. This is the project we're doing. And I'm going to show you different options on how to laminate that. Okay. All right. I've been laminating everything, honestly. Rubbing alcohol. Yes, you could use that as well. I don't have rubbing alcohol, but I definitely have lots of hand sanitizer. So how cute is that? And then here you could write some notes, right? So now you can write stuff and remove it. Love it. Okay. Let's make a bow. I'm going to move this over. We're going to get my little bow maker. So I cut up, this is all fabric that I've cut up. I really like the colors that go with this. Okay. So I'm going to grab, I need, you know what, this came with this. I haven't used it, but I'm going to use it like string or something, I guess, for the, you don't have to use this. You can use like just regular ribbon. But I have it. Marlu, so the pouches that I bought for some reason is not showing in the US site. What you want to get is, hold on. So I couldn't find this brand on the US site. Okay, so I couldn't find it. So it could be just under a different name. But what you want is, this is 8 by 11 3/4. You can get a 9 by 13. It depends on your laminator. But you just want to get a full-size sheet, right? And then you can cut into pouches. So these are pouch, they call them a pouch. So it's letter size, okay? 3 mil, and this is a 50 pack. This is gloss. I picked up yesterday a matte one as well. I haven't used the matte one yet, so I don't have that available to talk about because I haven't used it yet, okay? All right, let me do this. The bow maker was from Amazon as well. It's not on my, I've been really kind of slack. I have not put it on my Amazon store, but you can use my Amazon link and just search for Bodabra. Marlu, oh, who was it? Ella Jean? Who was asking about, if you're Canadian, I had to buy the tall one. I couldn't get the small one. There are some slight differences between countries. But I was quite surprised how cheap a laminator was. I really do. Really surprised. And I'm just mixing 3 patterns here. And then we're probably going to use some bling. Yeah, Susan, Carrie will drop that link for you in just a minute. Let's use a small one. I think I need more. Probably not. I probably have enough here. Okay, is that enough? We got another one here. Okay, that should be enough. All right. Let's tie this up. I do love this. I really held off thinking I didn't need to buy it, but it was worth, you know, it was a little more expensive here in Canada, but it's worth it. Okay. So let me trim that. All right, let's do this. All right, let's bring back over our adorable clipboard art. Now this is big, so, and you can kind of do big if you want, right? What I like to do is I'll glue it on and then I'll trim it, right? So sometimes I like to have it very small, but this is kind of, actually, you know what? I'm going to trim. I always say that. I'm always saying I'm going to trim it when I put it on, but I am going to do a little trimming here. And I'm going to keep all this. Liz, it was just for today. I had a doctor's appointment. Okay, I like to keep all this. So now it's a little even. And that way you're not worrying about how long these are. Just cut them up. Just get them out. Go. Oh yeah, that's going to be so cute, guys. Oh, this is so girly. Oh my God. Oh, love it. Okay. Let's glue this on, and then we're going to decide what our bling is going to be. Let me glue this over here. I even made bookmark shape. I'll show you after what I've made. I've been kind of really excited, like literally laminating everything. Okay. So I'm going to put a little bit, where do I want to put it? Right about here. Right there. Come on. Stick that there. In the comments, let me know if you've followed me a long time. You've seen me do this before. This is new, the pockets. But if you've seen me do this before, let me know. Here's the thing. I used to sell these for $10. Now, when I used to do them, I used napkins, but I'm more of a printable girl now. You could use napkins if you wanted, but printables, here's the thing about printables, guys. You buy the file, right? And then you print it as many times as you want. When it's a napkin or decoupage paper or rice paper, you're buying one and using one, right? So the math is mathing for me here for printables. Yes, you need a printer, but you actually don't need a printer. You can't, for the longest time, before I really got into printables, I used to take it to Staples. Truth. That is the truth. Okay, so let's see. I was at, you know what? I bought this from the thrift store. I think I'm going to keep it myself as a necklace, but this is pretty. I think I want something bigger though. This is just an earring. These are some new ones I got. Because this is sort of on the larger side, I could use, that's pretty too. I don't know. I think the bling really pops with this. Pink and bling. I'm loving it. That's cute too. Could do the little bow. All right, what do we want to do? I think I'm going to leave this for a different project. This was a necklace I bought from the thrift store. I'll wait on that one. That's kind of cute. Let me bring you in. I'm going to let you guys decide. So we have this one or this. That might be too small. What else do we have here? These are all from, no, these are all butterflies. So I want to use those. What do we got here? All right, we can really dangle that up. All right, let's decide. So this, guys, this is an earring. This is a clip-on earring from the thrift store. But how, I mean, we're going extra special here because we've got this too. Going all out on this one. Oh, I don't know. We got that one. We got the bow. Or we got the smaller one. I see two for the bows. You love the bow? This one? Okay. I see a lot of bows coming in. Oh, Bella has made some. Bella has seen me do this and made some. Awesome. Okay, we'll use the bow. This was from, I forget the name now. All right. Put this on. I'm just gonna, this glue gun is really, I'm gonna have to get myself a new glue gun. It's not catching. There we go. Stick that there. Hold that down. Hold that down for a second. Linda loves the earring. That is pretty, right? We'll have to do another one. Honestly, I like these around the house. I really do. You know, if you've got to put some bills out to pay, what a better way to put them, right? So now, so when you hold it up, you can't see, but it kind of drapes down. So I like that. And then you can still put something underneath here. Right? So you can still put something underneath. Now we've got a cute little note center. Love it. Love it. Okay. So let me know if this has inspired you to do this, because I hope it does, because it is a very simple thing where, you know, the printable, you've printed 3 pages, maybe this. I mean, this has probably cost me maybe $3. Now, depending on the bling, you know, if you're going to sell this, you're not selling this just for $10. You're selling this probably for $20. So you got to keep that in mind if you're selling them, right? Could you laminate the pages before gluing on the clipboard? Yeah, sure. You could laminate this. I would probably do a one-side lamination, because laminating, you can laminate just one side, because gluing lamination to lamination can get a little tricky, but it is doable. I mean, I laminated an envelope. This is from Rose Affection from this month, and this is laminated. And then I laminated a bunch of tags, right? I also laminated, oh, it's on my key. I made a key ring for my keys. So I did that. I also laminated this, a folio, but the inside is not laminated. I will have, if you guys want me, I'll probably do some videos showing you guys how to do this. The ladies in the VIP group, you'll have like a whole class on it. Not this week, but we're going to do this one this week. But I am going to show the ladies how. This is what we did this week, but I laminated just the outside. So cool. I also laminated, so I did this pouch. So I will make a video for this. This is Annabelle's. This is this month's collection, but all I did was just use a little thing here. And it's not laminated inside, so there's a little trick on how to get that. Marlu, I used the East Fabric Tech. And then I'm working on making a little journal cover. This is what we're going to do in Friday's class. Okay. And then I took these postcards. This is from, you can find this on the website. You can find all of these on the website. I laminated both sides. And now what I do is I have these sitting downstairs. When I'm thinking about something, right, that I got to do, I just jot it down using my Sharpie. And I'm not losing it. It's hard to lose this, right? And I can throw it into my purse and then clear it off. I love it. Fun, fun, fun. All right. So there's your Printable Tuesday. I know I've piqued your interest on lamination. Let me know if you want me to do some more laminating stuff. And I'll show you how to do it. So that's going to be a lot of fun, but so cute. There you go, guys. All right, we'll have to see. Hey, Michelle. All right, my friends. So find yourself a clipboard, use some printables, and make a gorgeous little message center. And you could even put like some words down here if you wanted to. Now you've got an instant little note-taking section, right? Show more laminating. Yes, for sure. I knew you guys want to be seeing it. I've just been playing and learning it myself. So stay tuned. I will have some stuff coming up soon. Hey, Margie, thank you. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you want to get a hold of these printables, they're on my website. If you love printables already, there is perks to becoming a member. You can check that out on our website as well. But you can buy one or you can become a member, whatever is easy for you. And I will be, what is it, Tuesday? It's only Tuesday. Why does it feel like Friday? I don't know why it feels Friday, but it does. Yes, Linda, go get some clipboards. Get yourself a laminator. This is it, guys. Like it's $25 US. And this is it. You just want to make sure you get a letter size. And like I said, I'm playing around with some matte paper, so it's not shiny. I don't know what it's like to write on that, but pretty simple, pretty easy. All right. All right, guys, I will catch you later. Thank you so much for joining me for Printable Tuesdays. I will catch you later. Bye, guys.